Timer now is 6:48 here this Monday. Back with your Sunrise Smart Start before you head out. In our headlines, some breaking updates overnight. Rochester police need help finding a suspect after a 23-year-old man was shot. That happened around 2 a.m. Officers found the victim at Grover and Depew Streets. He was taken to the hospital and he is expected to survive his injuries. No arrests have been made. If you have any leads on that shooting and who might be responsible, please call 911. Also breaking, a 36-year-old man taken to the hospital with serious injuries due to a stabbing on East Main Street that happened here in the city just before 10:30. Police say the man is now in stable condition and a 32-year-old woman was arrested at the scene. RPD says its investigators are still working to figure out what led up to that attack. The latest information we have on a man in his 60s shot and killed by deputies in Henrietta at a Super 8. That came after reports he was suicidal there Sunday. Ron Spitzer is live at the hotel to take us through what they say happened leading up to those shots fired. Ron.
Brennan, we're told that call came in just before 4 Sunday afternoon. Deputies say the man was armed with a box cutter, apparently in the act of self-harm, adding he was uncooperative when they gave him command to drop the blade. Deputies then fired their weapons, killing the man. Per state law, this case will now go to the state attorney general's office. Locally, the sheriff's office will run its own review with the major crimes unit and internal affairs. We did speak with a gas station cashier just next door to the motel, and she tells us some of the people staying at the Super 8 came in and were frightened as everything was going on.
They were just like, I don't want to be around there. There's too much like going on. Don't even want to go in my room.
The 2 deputies that were involved in this case will be placed on administrative leave, and their actions will be investigated.
MCSO says that staff have been cooperating with the investigation, and authorities do expect to provide updates later on as they review evidence and witness statements. Brennan.
Ron, thank you for joining us live for that case in Henrietta. New this morning, a man from Albany is facing a charge of attempted murder. Investigators say he tried to kill his sister, sending both of them plunging into the Hudson River in a car. They say 20-year-old Ahmed Hamadan tried to strangle his sister as she was driving, causing her to run right into the river at the Corning boat launch. They say Hamadan removed the victim from the submerged car and tried to drown her before he was arrested. Witnesses at the scene saw all of this and sprung into action.
I was just in the area. I heard the crash. Me and my brother-in-law ran over. We see her trying to get out. We see the guy not helping her out of her situation. And we're just like, nobody else is going in the water. So I had to. She was blue in the lips. It was very grooming. Like
scary,
very. I couldn't tell what the situation was going to turn to, how it was going to end. But I'm just glad I found somebody who knew CPR and who could help her.
The victim did go to the hospital, and the latest update, she's in stable condition. Jury selection begins today in the Tupac Shakur murder trial. Dwayne Keefe D. Davis is accused of killing the rapper back in 1996 near the Las Vegas Strip following a Mike Tyson fight. In a sit-down interview ahead of trial, Davis claimed he was not in Vegas at the time of the murder. But prosecutors for Clark County say Davis was riding in the car that had someone inside that fired several rounds at Tupac and his manager. Tensions in the war with Iran are escalating today as Tehran issues sweeping new demands before reopening the Strait of Hormuz, including compensation for war damage and lifting U.S. sanctions. Iranian-backed Houthi rebels attacked a key Yemeni port twice in 24 hours, threatening another major shipping passageway. The president says the U.S. is only semi-negotiating with Iran as economic pressure mounts. These fires across the Pacific Northwest and Canada are forcing tens of thousands to flee their homes. In British Columbia, more than 20,000 people evacuated to date as the flames have destroyed neighborhoods and left at least one woman dead as she tried to escape. In Washington, crews near Spokane are still working 3 major fires that have burned for about a week and have damaged hundreds of structures. 8 minutes to go until 7 o'clock. Your Sunrise Traffic Report. We'll have that forecast here in just a bit with James before you head out. That is 490 busy east and westbound moving by the ballpark here on this first rush hour for the new work week. Further out on the the west side, one issue report on Manitou Road and Silver Maple Drive. The MG Car Club of Western New York Center had its annual car show and festival at the Fireman's Field in Rush. The event for the weekend, formerly known as the Victor Car Show, showcases more than 1,000 cars every year. And yesterday, about 300 visitors got to check out about 180 show cars of all make and model. Organizers say this event doesn't just bring together all the club members for MG Car, but also people just love sweet rides of all years.
We all have a love for our cars, and everybody shares that love with each other and the knowledge.
It's mostly sports cars. That's what we advertise, but we also have several classes: American cars, Japanese cars, special interest, and a couple of very unusual race cars and tri-motorcycles, things of that nature, and a lot of interest amongst the various cars.
This is the event's 53rd year, and they'll be back next summer. We'll go inside the huddle. The Bills are back to regular practice at Orchard Park after leaving Fisher. They also had the annual return of the blue and red Saturday night. The practice at the brand new stadium, the first time the players had a chance to be on the new field, which is grass, no more turf, something the team and the league as a whole have been pushing for a long time.
Felt good falling on grass. You know, it's soft. Feels good. And in practice like this, get used to it, the type of grass that it is. That means a lot of the type of cleats you probably need to wear, so it's a good feel.
So much better. I mean, knees, ankles, hit. There's a reason that NFLPA is pushing for this. There's a reason FIFA will only let their players play for it. It's so much safer. It's so much better. And, you know, big shout out to the Paculas for paying for the grass for us. That field out there for the first time, it's like a putting green out there. It's awesome.
Perfect. I love it. I might sleep out here tonight, actually. We want to get super science on it. I mean, longevity, and everybody's body feels a lot better on it. It's a lot better feel for us. I know skill, think that with all our breaks and stuff like that, and just O-line, it feels like normal, gritty, good football.
Fans also there, hearing from some of them about the seats, the views, plexiglass in front of some of them, and also the wet side that they have, depending on the wind and the weather. So, yeah, first experience for all.
Well, if you'll remember the old stadium and you were in the upper deck, you were just getting destroyed by wind and rain. Now the upper deck is actually covered.
Yeah, the best one there, and so it'll be coming up soon, the 18th. Couple of Tuesdays, getting ready for that.
Yeah, it's very exciting, gearing up for football. And I love the soccer conversation as well. Yeah. That's really stirred up a lot about, look, you know, they've been doing this for a lot longer than football has.
Yeah, and NFL owners saying, you want grass? Let's CBA, bargaining table. That 18th game, that's what we want.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Maybe you're trying to mow the lawn next couple of days. Watch out for the storms today. They will get going as we get into late this morning and into the afternoon. But otherwise, a lot of dry time. Tomorrow's not bad. Wednesday looks good as well. Maybe a few showers on Thursday, but even those don't look too bad. I think after today, we might be able to go a good 4 or 5 days without a drop of rain, Brennan.
How about that? And not the 80s, going to be cooling off just a touch there, moving through August. 9 o'clock is the podcast, Second Cup of Sunrise on the Rochester First streaming app. CBS Mornings on the way, top of the hour at 7. We're back here with your next local news and weather update at 7:25.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on RochesterFirst.com, Facebook, X, and on our app for news and weather. Get the Rochester First streaming app today for everything you love from News 8 on demand, plus exclusive shows you won't see anywhere else. Search ROC and download for free on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV.